unexpected video, yeah, but I figured I wanted to do it. Basically, what this is going to be is it's going to be my reaction to the 2017 Razzie winners announcement. Now, I sort of have a love-hate relationship with the Razzies. I mean, for one, it's kind of funny that there actually is an award show based around how bad movies are. Or, well, in some cases, bad. Now, however, the thing is, I disagree with the Razzies a lot. I mean, sometimes I do. Like when Twilight kept getting nominated, and Twilight nearly swept the Razzies of the 2013 Razzies. Last year when 50 Shades of Grey won a bunch of awards, even though Fantastic Four also won a couple of awards. I don't know. But yeah, they'll nominate things I don't agree with. Like, for example, The Lost World Jurassic Park being nominated for worst remake, prequel, whatever. Same thing with Jurassic Park 3. I think actually even with The Lost World, it was nominated for worst screenplay and worst most reckless thing of human destruction. That's a really weird choice to have a category for. And there's also I'm trying to think, what else do I usually disagree with them on? There was Land of the Lost got a lot of nominations, which again, was it really that bad? I mean, Land of the Lost was basically another Will Ferrell comedy, but for what it was very enjoyable. There's also Wild Wild West, which to this day I still don't know why it gets so much hate. I mean, it's basically Men in Black in the West, but without aliens. How's that not hilarious? And then they'll also, my biggest problem with the Razzies is that they'll sometimes have things nominated for things that didn't, they weren't the problem, and even at that, the movies they were in were still not that bad. It was just, basically, I'm trying to think, tabloid targets. Basically, the Razzies will just target, tabloid things. Like, for example, Katie Holmes was nominated for Worst Supporting Actress for Batman Begins. Again, I don't know why. And Tom Cruise was nominated the same year for Worst Actor for War of the Worlds. They were really good in those movies. The only reason why they were nominated is because all the news headlines involve Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Which, that's not a professional way to do it. You don't nominate things or people for just the popularity and, oh my god, they're all over the news. No, you judge it based on the quality. Another one would be... Actually, I can even talk about even this year's Razzies. Batman v Superman has the second most nominations, including Best Picture. I can understand if you don't like Batman v Superman, because I thought the theatrical version was just okay, but it still had a lot of problems. But it's not the worst movie of the year. Before they even announced the nominations, they showed the short list. Some of the worst movies of the year that I've seen were not on there. There wasn't God's Not Dead 2. There wasn't Norm of the North, which that movie's topped many lists as the worst movie or one of the worst movies of the year. And some movies that I also heard were complete shit. 9 Lives wasn't on here. And I think in the final nominations, a movie that one of my friends said is one of the worst of the year, if not the worst, Shut In, only has one nomination. Batman v Superman? Are you kidding me? Like, it's not the worst. It's not one of the worst movies of the year. I can understand if you don't like it, but it's not the worst thing ever. It might be one of the most disappointing movies of the year. I'd probably say it's the most disappointing movie of the year. I can say that, but I can't in good conscience say it's one of the worst movies of the year. One, because, I mean, I still sort of like the movie, but even that, I can understand if someone doesn't like it. And two, there are things to like in Batman v Superman. Anyone who tells me that Batman v Superman is worse than Norm of the North based on the Razzies, I'd laugh in your face. I'm sorry. There are things to like in Batman v Superman. And there's nothing to like in Norm of the North. Oh yeah, and speaking of things to like in Batman v Superman, Ben Affleck is the one thing that everyone, even people who hate Batman v Superman, can agree on is the best thing about that movie. So why is he nominated for for worst actor? Why? Everyone loved Ben Affleck as Batman. Why did they nominate him for worst actor? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Tabloid. Just because he was in the movie means they gotta nominate him. And same thing for Henry Cavill, even though people say that he should have been nominated. No, he shouldn't have. Henry Cavill is a really good Superman. His characterization wasn't that good. They made him too much of an asshole, but Henry Cavill was still good in the role. And another one I don't agree with being nominated for was Jared Leto being nominated for Worst Supporting Actor for Suicide Squad. I think this is a very underrated performance. I don't know why people hate Jared Leto's Joker. Almost every criticism I see doesn't involve Jared Leto himself. Like they're saying, oh, he was just a glorified cameo. Okay. Tell me about his performance. It was too weird. He was creepy. Yeah, that's the Joker. Tell me about his performance. Oh, I don't like his tattoos damaged on his forehead. No. Okay, I'm not too fond of the damaged tattoo either. But tell me about his performance. He brought dead animals to the set. That's gross. He shouldn't have done that. Okay, two things. One, I seriously doubt he did that because isn't he like a vegetarian? I know he's a method actor, but I know he's a vegetarian, so I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do that. And also, it makes more sense if maybe the studio made up those stories because they wanted to ensure that everybody that Jared Leto was a crazy Joker. So no, I don't believe he did that. And even if he did, tell me about his performance. Almost every criticism I see about Jared Leto's Joker involves the things surrounding his performance and not his performance himself. Although I can probably agree with Jesse Eisenberg being nominated for Worst Supporting Actor for Batman v Superman. I also wrote down my predictions and the things I would choose to win. Yeah. Well, I've dragged on this long enough. Let's do this.
Dateline Hollywood Oscar Eve 2017. The results of the 37th Annual Razzie Awards have been announced, and we have the complete list of winners. And to announce them, the voice of the Razzies, Bill A. Jones. The very first Razzie for Worst Supporting Actor goes to the guy Vulture.com slammed as Ham. with a side of ham. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice.
The red capes are coming.
For Worst Supporting Actress, the member's choice is a usually gifted comedian, clubbed by the avclub.com for a bizarre and pointless performance, and not an amusing one. Kristen Wiig in Zoolander #2. For Worst Screenplay, the winner is...
The red capes are coming.
What?
Batman vs. Superman, Dawn
Oh,
of Justice. God. Next up is Worst Director. What takes home the gold spray paint here? A so-called documentary the UK Guardian gobsmacked as so demented that no synopsis could do it justice. Dinesh D'Souza and Bruce Cooley for Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party.
I need to see this movie.
And the reason you're giving it to me is because you're very upset that Trump won. If you haven't gotten over it, you probably never will.
For Worst Prequel, Remake, Ripoff, or Sequel, the envelope says, the movie EricDSnyder.com compared to putting your head in a beehive for 2.5 hours.
Oh, come on!
Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. This year's winner of the Barry L. Bumstead Award for a movie that cost a lot and lost a lot is the aptly titled Misconduct, starring Al Pacino and Anthony Hopkins. It cost $11 million and grossed all of $15,150.
Oops.
Worst Screen Combo was voted on by thousands of users at Rotten Tomatoes. The winner of this one was accused by Cinemixtape.com of torching two of pop culture's greatest characters and using their ashes as its own personal urinal cake. Ben Affleck.
Are you
as
serious?
BFF, Baddest Fool Forever, Henry Cavill, and Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Ben Affleck actually won a Razzie for this movie.
So many, so early, so sad. Now we're getting into the top category.
You better not touch Ben
For
Affleck.
Worst Actor, Razzie members crowned a fella of whom the New York Times chirped, his entire performance is very dramatic chipmunk. Dinesh D'Souza playing himself and the narrator in Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party.
This kind of award is really good for my career. See, if I got an Oscar, I'd be done. I couldn't make another movie. My audience wouldn't even show up. They'd think they would think I would have become one of you. Ugh.
Among the 6 ladies contending for Worst Actress, the first place, or is that last place, female, was called A Ham-Handed Thespian by Variety. The quote-unquote actress who played Hillary Clinton in Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party. Rolling Stone's Peter Travis said he's made a film about family, love, and forgiveness. A movie you don't want to miss. From rant to rave, miracles do happen. This year's Razzie Redeemer Award goes to former Razzie nominee and Oscar winner, Mel Gibson, for Hacksaw Ridge.
I want to see Hacksaw Ridge.
And finally, the worst of the very worst. Worst picture.
Don't you dare pick Batman v
So
Superman.
who won the big one? The film hailed by IndieWire.com as an embarrassment for Republicans, Americans, and pretty much the rest of humankind. Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party.
And a Razzie being sort of dissed by you guys, this is absolutely fantastic. My audience loves the fact that you hate me. Thank you.
That's it for this year's Razzie results. Until next year, we wish you a good night and hope you enjoy tomorrow night's 89th annual Giving Out of the Little Gold Naked Men. For the 37th annual Razzie Awards, this is the voice of the Razzies, Bill A. Jones speaking.
Oh, God. There were some choices that deserved to win, a lot of choices that didn't deserve to win. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Actually, hold on, let me check and see if it's still recording. Yep, okay. This is why I have that love-hate relationship with the Razzies. Because sometimes things that deserve to win will win, like Hillary's America, because I've heard that it's complete trash, and it actually looks like complete trash. And then you have movies that really weren't that bad, like Batman v Superman winning. And worst of all, Ben Affleck actually won the Razzie of Worst Screen Combo alongside Henry Cavill. Like, are you kidding me? Just... man. I really hope Ben Affleck doesn't actually drop out in the role, because I've heard rumors about that. I don't know. If it was first done on, the rumors first started on Collider, but on Collider Movie Talk, but even then, John Campea, the host, said, take it with a grain of salt, because there's no way I'm guaranteeing this, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm hoping it's not real. But Jesus Christ, why did they have to nominate Ben Affleck for that movie? Or even, he was great in the movie. Everyone agrees that he was great in the movie. Why did they have to nominate him? And especially having him win Worst Screen Combo, even though I'm pretty sure Tyler Perry and that same old worn-out wig should have won. It was much more deserving. Batman v Superman won Razzies this year, and Tyler Perry didn't. And Boo Madea Halloween didn't. That's just shameful. I think what this is a case of is just disappointment under hype. Well, if you're just a little disappointed by something, then it's automatically hailed as the worst thing ever. I think people aren't judging Batman v Superman on its actual quality, rather than their let me rephrase. Actually, let me say that again. I think people are judging judging Batman v Superman based on how disappointing it was, rather than its actual quality. Because I can tell you this, I've seen way worse in 2016 than Batman v Superman. I've seen way worse. Either people haven't seen enough bad movies, or some people have just gotten the disappointment under hype too much, and there's just no way to bring them back. I think it's just again, I can understand if you don't like Batman v Superman, but I can't take you seriously if you think it's the worst thing ever. I'm sorry, I can't. It's not the worst thing ever. It's not one of the worst movies of the year. I've seen way worse. The fact that Norm of the North didn't even get a consideration in the shortlist makes me sick to my stomach. I just can't. This year's Razzies, kind of a letdown. I was hoping people would be more mature about it, but they weren't. This kind of makes I just. So, what do you think of the Razzie nominations and winners? Actually, wait, before I do my outro, on Oscar Sunday, I'm actually going to do a live stream of my reaction to the Oscar winners. My reaction to the broadcast. Yeah. So that'll be fun. What'd you think of the Razzie winners? Are you like me and really feel like Batman v Superman wasn't the worst thing in the world, or do you just let disappointment and hype overpower you? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like. Share the video so we can get the channel circulated. And if you want to see more, click this.